They want her to be the representation of their racism and their view on the world, but she's not like that. And I think you have to be careful when you refer to fans. Did you just see what happened in the WNBA? Alyssa Thomas, known for her no-nonsense style, suddenly finds herself in the hot seat after a massive call-out from legendary WNBA player Jonquel Jones. Alyssa Thomas would definitely be looking for a hole to crawl into after being exposed for her accusations against Caitlin Clark. And if you thought this was just going to be another beef, trust me, this legend isn't just throwing shade, she's lighting a fire throughout the league. In all of the WNBA they're playing, and obviously, fans were being their typical passionate selves. What's the deal? Alyssa Thomas had apparently decided it's open season on Caitlin Clark and her fans, talking smack on and off the court, throwing in some physical plays that are more like wrestling than basketball. She has a history with Caitlin Clark, taking every opportunity to downplay her on the court. For instance, she set a nasty screen against Clark and then even accused her fans of racism, claiming that supporting a talented rookie must have an ulterior motive. Thomas went on to accuse Caitlin Clark's fans of racism, saying she's never experienced such racial comments in her 11-year career. She even tied Clark's image to a serious matter that happened in the world, which many found unacceptable. Honestly, if Alyssa thinks she's proving a point, she's missing the mark. The claims are failing faster than her playoff game performance, and she's trying to stain the reputation of a celebrated rookie without any solid evidence. And here's the kicker. Jonquel Jones, a WNBA champion and finals MVP, decided it was time to clear the air. Jones didn't just bring a water bucket to the fire, she brought the entire fire department. She clearly stated that these so-called fans weren't real supporters, but rather people looking for an opportunity to damage Clark's reputation. According to Jones, these weren't the dedicated fans cheering from the stands or kids wearing her jerseys. They were simply there to create chaos. Jones also criticized the league for letting this nonsense go unchecked, emphasizing that it's high time the WNBA protects players like Caitlin Clark from the constant drama. While Thomas was busy throwing shade and accusations, Clark was out there winning fans over with her skill, sportsmanship, and sheer talent. Meanwhile, the refs seemed to be turning a blind eye to Thomas's aggressive behavior on the court. In response to Thomas's victim narrative, Jones reminded everyone that the WNBA needs to do a better job of safeguarding its star players from bullying and bad behavior. The league has grown massively in popularity thanks to athletes like Clark, but Jones believes it isn't doing enough to keep that momentum going. The overarching message is clear. Caitlin Clark's fans aren't the ones causing chaos online. Jonquel Jones emphasized that Caitlin herself is far removed from such behavior and is, in fact, an athlete who embodies the best qualities of the game. Jones' statements have clarified that those instigating debates and slander online aren't true Caitlin Clark fans. They're not the ones filling stadiums or cheering their hearts out. Instead, they're just looking for someone to embody their misguided views. Please subscribe my channel. The jerseys of Caitlin Clark are everywhere, with fans dreaming of being the next WNBA superstar. These are not just millions of people watching at home, but true fans who support Clark every day. They are the ones advocating for player safety, fair officiating, and demanding league accountability. Unfortunately, there are also instigators who couldn't care less about the sport or the WNBA itself. These bad apples are only here to stir up drama. In fact, Clark herself has distanced herself from such negative people. She emphasizes that there are so many great players, teams, and positive storylines to celebrate. That's why she became a fan of the league, as these athletes were her idols growing up. Clark believes the best thing to do is to continue uplifting and positively representing the league. It's clear that the bigots and trolls have nothing to do with Clark's genuine fans. Comparing them to others is just like saying all women hate men or all men are sexist, unfair stereotypes with no basis in reality. Clark appreciates her true supporters who stick with her through thick and thin. She firmly believes no player in the league should have to face racism, hateful comments, or threats. Those aren't fans, they're trolls doing a disservice to the league and its players. Clark acknowledges the many good fans out there, whether they've supported the WNBA for 20 years or just recently joined. She believes that continuing to uplift the league positively is essential. Alyssa Thomas's allegations, on the other hand, seem baseless. The physicality she's shown against opponents, especially Caitlin Clark, has not gone unnoticed. Fans are growing tired of seeing Thomas treat the game like a personal wrestling ring. When did body slams and rough hits become part of basketball? Alyssa Thomas's behavior has been likened to that of a bully, especially toward Caitlin Clark, yet she acts like a victim when exposed. Meanwhile, Clark continues to play her game, taking nearly 20% of the league's fouls against her. Despite enduring 17% of the WNBA's flagrant fouls this season, she's still one of the league's most entertaining players, breaking records and drawing new fans. These fans aren't tuning in to watch her get roughed up. They're there to see her excel. There's clear selective outrage by players like Alyssa Thomas, who are quick to criticize Clark and her fans for actions they didn't commit while staying silent on aggressive fouls, and verbal abuse by players like Dejanai Carrington, Kennedy Carter, and Thomas herself. Jonquel Jones and other players are fed up with this selective outrage and false narratives. They're tired of watching top talents like Clark face constant abuse without consequences. The WNBA is at a crossroads. Will they step up to protect their players or let bullies continue to run the court? Jones is vocal about the need for change, calling for better respect and protection for all players. The league must focus on maintaining a positive environment if they want to keep attracting new fans who are excited about the sport, not petty drama. Jonquel Jones didn't just call out Alyssa Thomas. She took aim at the WNBA's management. She criticized the league's approach to racism, abuse, and biased officiating. Jones made it clear that allowing players like Clark to be targeted by fans or opponents for reasons unrelated to basketball is unacceptable. The WNBA needs to protect its players better, especially when the bullying and selective officiating threaten to overshadow the sport. Fans are rallying behind Jones, praising her for speaking out against hypocrisy and unfairness. They're tired of drama overshadowing the actual game. Clark has proven herself as a star who attracts thousands of new fans eager to witness the best of women's basketball. The WNBA is now in a crucial position. Will they safeguard players like Caitlin Clark, or will they let petty squabbles ruin what could be one of the league's most exciting eras? Only time will tell. But with players like Jonquel Jones speaking up, it's clear that the days of unchecked bullying on the court are nearing an end. This revised version removes timestamps and restructures the text for clarity while preserving the original message. Let me know if you need further tweaks. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks.